I'm Mike Bowers and I'm photographer at large for the New Daily. I'm talking pictures this morning with writer, broadcaster and playwright Benjamin Law, and a very warm welcome back.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Ben, the National Climate Risk Assessment was released this week.
I know that when I was listening to the reports about it, I think I left my body a bit, just trying to process what all this information meant for humanity.
But, you know, there's such other good news in the world, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly.
Top-notch work from Matt Golding here. It also comes in audiobook, which is basically just people screaming. Who do you think they should get to voice the audiobook? Maybe Bob Catter.
He'd be perfect for recording the audiobook. He can just release screams eternally. It's like he's got circular breathing, so he'd be perfect.
The audiobook of the Climate Risk Assessment.
Primal screaming with Bob Catter.
Harry Bruce from the Townsville Bulletin and Cairns Post has hit the nail on the head, I believe, here, as he's got worrywart from 2025.
Scaremonger for 2030.
And panic merchant as the water rises in 2035.
And then in 2050, why didn't you warn us earlier? Yeah. We could go further in the past and the captions would still be the same.
David Pope has really put a stellar performance in with this one. It's missed it by that much. Oh, what a pity. We've already posted our approvals for the North West Shelf gas emissions expansion as the National Climate Risk Assessment arrives steaming.
And if you pay close attention, you'll see the letterbox is not just a regular Australia Post. That is gone by Express. Yeah.
Kathy has nailed it here. The latest climate risk assessment says without drastic greenhouse emission reduction, we can expect
a huge increase in deaths from heat stress, more coastal flooding, storms and extreme weather events.
Sea level rises will displace coastal dwellers and inhabitants of the nearby island states, and
our property values could fall by as much as $611 billion.
Yeah, that's bound to get the Australians' attention.
I mean, this is the national conversation at this stage.
This really is. Ben, the coalition remains divided on net zero, and this week Susan Lee faced a hasty decision. They still seem to be squabbling amongst themselves about it. David Rowe has drawn Titanic. Candidates and children first.
Susan Lee with Keep On Kicking with the door that I think Leonardo DiCaprio had to wedge himself off and drowned.
We've got Chris Bowen over here. When you're ready, Andrew.
True. And here we've got Jacinta Price with her amazing cape.
Yep.
And behind, is it Angus?
It's Angus doing the I'm the King of the World.
Holding on tight. Yeah. I mean, dead ringers for Leo and Kate, really.
I did love this single deck chair here, so you can't even shuffle.
There's nothing to shuffle.
There's nothing to shuffle. First class here from Fiona Katauskas. They say they're against net zero, but it's amazing how they keep coming back to it.
The sign here says, days since Susan Lee was publicly undermined by her coalition colleagues, and it's gone back to zero.
Yeah.
I think that might be flipping for the weeks and months ahead.
Yeah. Ben, the PM went to PNG to celebrate 50 years of independence, but he didn't return with the security pack that he had hoped for. Brett Lethbridge seems to have a PNG Pong paddle.
Yeah, which I do believe might have been supplied by China. They're not just building infrastructure there, they're giving sports equipment as well. But you notice Marape's got his hand behind his back, he's not ready to catch that ball at all.
He's not going to show his cards.
No.
We're playing all right. It's not often the journalists make the news, but this week John Lyons became part of the story, the major part of the story.
John Lyons really hit a nerve with Donald Trump, but I also get the sense that that's not really hard to do with Donald Trump.
I don't think it is. David Pope, really first class here. Tall poppy syndrome. Tell the Australian Prime Minister to weed this one out.
Yeah, the details there of the other journalists completely prostrate, laying down before Donald Trump.
Mark Knight has beautifully drawn this. And, oh, well, does this belong to you? We need to talk.
And here's a minder over here, looking ashen. Looks like you've secured that Trump meeting.
Yeah, I think he might be spitting his morning coffee here. Look, it's been a great pleasure unpicking events this week, and I'll let you do the honours, Ben.
Thanks so much, Mike. Back to you, Mel.